actually cannot read the book. I have tried 5 times now. I think it is so, like, I cannot get into it.
It's dense.
I
No,
cannot.
Leah's the same way. She's the exact same way.
I'm like, I want to.
Right,
I would
I'm
never
so
read this
happy.
book had you not made me. Like, I cannot. I think it's so wordy and so like.
I'm so relieved. I was worried I was going to be the only one who's like, I'm going insane. I love it. I want to.
I know. And Sarah loves
like.
it.
Are we talking about this book?
Yeah.
I'm not even finishing it.
I can't even
also
do it.
being like, this is so great, the symbolism, all my tarot cards, everything's related, and then like halfway through I was like,
I've read it twice. I fucking love it.
Sarah said it was okay, so I am moving on.
Very relieved. I thought it was gonna be the
You're normal.
I'm just so negative in life, and I was like, I'm gonna be that negative bitch.
You are? No, you're not.
No, I'm pessimistic, I think. Like, I'm usually like, everything.
I'm an optimist, and most of the time, and I can't get through it. So I don't think it has to do with being negative. I think it's just a difficult book, unless you're like really into that moment. I think it's a good moment of time when you're really.
I know, Kara. This is so what you need.
I love it so much.
Too. Like, Kara
Kara
needs this book right now, people. She is La Loba.
That's your new nickname.
Yeah, that can be your nickname for this. Kara's La Loba.
I literally want to like make like cards and start handing them out to people. Do you know who I am? La Lullaby.
This is what Clarissa was talking about.
Okay.
Happily, I don't feel like no, this is gonna sound bitchy.
No, say it.
I was gonna say happily, I don't feel like I need this book right now, but that's not to say if you need this book right now that there's something wrong. Like, it's not my book for this minute. There's no way to get out of this fucking shitstorm. I'm sorry. But I'm not judging you guys. You're needing this.
Hijack your section, but
No, I got nothing to say.
Kara speaking and you speaking are also like voicing what's happening in my head. Books can come into people's lives at a certain time, and it's just like, yes, like my soul is awake. And for me, in my 30s, that was Eat, Pray, Love. And the reason I know like this lesson is because I recommended it, obviously, right? Because I'm like, this is the best book ever. Like, read this book. It's so like, it'll change your life. And then other people read it and they were like, me. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, but it had messages in it that I needed to hear at that time. And it like empowered me and like lit me up, right? You already appear to be more in touch with your wild side. And so I would forgive you being like, I don't need this book because I'm already running with the wolves, bitches. Like, you know what I mean?
Listen, I would say the same as KJ. Like, I would say, so me reading the book, also, it was like Kara, it was the right time. Like, I'm just being a mom. I'm doing my thing here. I realized that I needed a creative outlet, and I just didn't have one. And I felt like I was like, so this book, like, ignited my creativity, right? So then that's how Book Interrupted came about, because I was like, I need to do something creative.
Book Interrupted. Okay, now I need you to stop the yum. Are you ready? As I was saying. Shh, I need you to be quiet though. I do need you guys to make no noise. Okay? And then when I'm done, you guys can make a whole bunch of noise. It's hard when your mom does something that is not about you. Book Interrupted.
One of the messages in the book that I feel is a strong one is like conforming versus not conforming. And like many women's complaint is that that role of conforming to the what's been constructed as your role, and somehow having this yearning to not do it. And so in Kara's case, I believe this book is operating as a tool to be like providing that window into like, you don't have to if you don't want to. And she's like, oh my gosh, it has nothing to do with who she is as a person, whether she's good or bad or whatever. It's just how society what's it called?
Yeah, it was like a permission slip for me.
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
it was it's okay. You're allowed to listen to you, because somewhere along the line I convinced myself I wasn't, because it was not only a permission slip, but then the tools that came with it. It was like, by the way, now that you've given yourself permission, you're going to need to know how to navigate through this.
Right. Right.
And can I interrupt you, KG, for
Absolutely.
1 second? I know, like, a lot of us are like, because I fucking am like an oversharer, I kind of made my whole thing as a juxtaposition to Kara. But as a proud sister, Kara's like living it. She's like fucking actually living it. I couldn't be prouder of you.
Oh, no.
I'm so emotional. Sorry, I just got my period. So I'm just like, so proud of how you're finally doing what you want to do. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now it's the crying podcast.
Thanks a lot.
Sorry, I'm so emotional.
That's like the sweetest thing you've ever said to me, because that was the reality that I didn't share, was that I was gonna kill myself. Like, I didn't know how to conform anymore. I didn't know how to do it. I just needed someone to say it was okay not to, because I just wanted to be loved, right?
Yeah.
So fucking amazing. So, like, to wrap it up, I hated this book, but now
Yeah.
no, it made Sarah make this. B, it saved Kara's life. It's generating this conversation, right? So I don't want to read it, but I want to be a part of this.
Oh, you're gonna need to edit that out, Sarah.
Yeah.
I can't look soft on a podcast, all right? You're just gonna need to get that
It
right.
might just be that.
I
Well,
really
something
like
else.
what you said about the conforming and not conforming. I think that if I was born a couple of decades later, I would say I identify more as male, and I don't like the female stereotype. And for a lot of it, I will not conform to it because I don't like being pigeonholed into this mold. But I like what it was saying is like reminding you like to be in touch with yourself, because as I get older and honestly a little socially isolated as a stay-at-home mom, like my whole life is about kids, and even my adult interactions are about kids. I like. Now I'm feeling emotional.
No, it's good that you just
Because it's natural.
get it out, because it is natural. Yes.
Just do it.
But then she's like, you need a creative outlet and stuff. I'm like, yes, I do. Like, I can't sit down to the piano with the kids home because they won't. Like, I can't because they will play it instead, or I can't play the guitar if they're home.
All the time in high school. You
So
were
like
never
that.
a conformist. Like
Right?
in high school, we all kind of did, but especially you were like, I'm not gonna do anything that anybody wants me to be like.
No shampoo, no shaving.
You were like the
Maybe your
first
armpits.
non-conformist. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think you've just explained, you're approaching this book in true old Meredith style.
Yeah.
In that you're following the lead of, so what? So you don't fucking get through the book, but look where it has led you, and you listened.
The magic of Women Who Run with Wolves has been experienced by each one of us in a different way, and you didn't even have to read the book is the best part. Like, the book itself is just like this magic little tool that is just by introducing it into our lives in varying degrees, it has like awoken our selves, right? And so whether you read it or not, like, the magic has happened.
Mind, body, and soul.